Alright, here goes nothing. I sure don't want to make this video. 6/21/2024. 6 and 3 is 9, and 8 is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. Strawberry full moon. The first of a redundant full moon. Gratitude is action, guys. The message today is intentions. It's good to set intention. Doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything without action. If I intend to jump in the pool and never jump in, this is just nothing happening. Nothing fucking happening. I gotta do that shit. Many geniuses, many procrastinators, it just never fucking actually comes to fruition. Thinking about it, not letting it happen. It's been an interesting time. A lot of souls passing, moving on to the next. We're at a point right now where reflection and hunkering down during this is necessary. Sometimes you got that gut feeling and an intention to follow through with something or say something or do something, and the message is to fucking do it and not look back with regret and think about, man, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's gonna be a message that never leaves my videos. And I don't know why the same family over and over again. My Uncle Michael passed at the young age of 56. He was such a big influence in my life. I was the first baby that they had in their lives. He was my godfather. Pictures of him at my christening, on my birthday. They just gave me a nice Shutterfly production. Thank you to my godmother for that. Had a great time in Sedona, Arizona. Missed you guys. And I thought it was just dry desert there, but it was a beautiful, green, lush place, and played a golf round on my birthday. Then his daughter passed. That was about 2 or 3 years ago. And now my cousin, his son, the only son, passed, and he's been doing that black for a couple decades, man. And I said a prayer for him, shared at my men's meeting last night about it, and I always would say, I'm gonna stop by and talk to him, tell him my story. I'm gonna tell him about my 11 and a half years of sobriety. I'm gonna stop by and just talk to him, tell him about me. Everybody who says you, they completely shut down. He doesn't want to hear that shit. And then it would come to, he doesn't want to hear from me. But not just from me. When you have that gut feeling, we know the opponent, Satan, the opponent, the opposition in the universe speaks to me and you through our own thoughts in a negative way, in our own voice, I meant to say. So at this point, I'm starting to understand that when it's here and it's the thoughts of the opponent, that's one thing. But when it's here from the gut and the heart, God's given me a hunch to do something and to follow through and make God's will happen. The Force, like Star Wars, God is a law to me. It's like a gravity. There's no getting around it. Call it what you want to. Universe, source, telling me, hey, go fucking talk to him. Say the message. At least you let it out. Never did it. It never happened. My Uncle Earl, God rest his soul, said this at my Aunt Vic's funeral. She lived a long, good life, and he said, if you have something to ask someone, ask the question. If you have love, tell them you love them while you can. I didn't know, nobody knew he was sick at the time. He did. He knew he was. He had cancer, and said it at the message at the eulogy. You know, it was his mother, and he said, love unexpressed, feelings, emotions unexpressed, the other person never knows. It never happened. You got to say something. You got to express it. Whether it be your art, playing your instrument, talents that you have. It's selfish not to let the world have those. Imagine Michael Jordan never playing basketball and showing us all the amazing feats. And when it comes down to it, they don't, you know, the people who are called the GOAT, greatest of all time, they don't talk about, I have 6 rings. They talk about the relationships they had with people, the bonds they had with people, the people that touched their lives, the lives that they touched. And that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. So I want you guys to carry it out. If you have an intention, a recurring gut feeling, something that you're impelled to do, you can become the vessel and the conduit to be the catalyst in something happening, and be proud of that. We're carrying it out on God's behalf because it can't do it without you. And if we withhold that, later on, we become consumed with regret, consumed with angst, and just locked up. So I want to stay loose as a goose, hang out with some kids and children so that we could remember how to play and learn how to play games, never forget that. And just also keep on adulting, you guys, because nothing really matters, but every little detail matters in the end. All right.